have you ever been afraid of doing something, but then tried it and realized it wasn't so bad? Maybe you were afraid of speaking in front of a group of people, but then you did it and got applause. Or maybe you were terrified to take a flight, but the plane safely landed at your destination. When you do something that scares you, you're doing exposure therapy. That is, you're exposing yourself to your fear and learning that you can handle it. Exposure therapy is a way of helping people who are afraid of something, like spiders, heights, or flying in an airplane. It helps them face their fears and allow their brain to learn that it's not as scary as they think. Exposure therapy can also help people who have other problems, like post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and social anxiety disorder. These difficulties can make people feel very stressed, worried, or unhappy, whereas exposure therapy can offer relief and make them feel calmer and more confident. This type of treatment works by changing how your brain reacts to your fear. When you're afraid of something, your brain sends signals to your body that make you feel nervous, sweaty, or shaky. This is called the fight or flight response. It's your body's way of preparing you to deal with danger. But sometimes your brain sends these signals even when there is no real danger. This can make you avoid the things that scare you, which can make your fear worse. This is because every time you avoid that feared situation, you're learning that it's something that should be avoided. This means that the next time you're confronted with that scary situation, your mind tells you that it's something that should be feared because you previously avoided it. And the cycle continues. Exposure therapy helps you break this cycle of fear and avoidance. You begin to realize that the things that scare you are not actually dangerous, and that you can cope with them. Your brain then sends fewer fear signals to your body, making you feel less nervous. Exposure therapy may feel uncomfortable at first, as it can be very hard for us to face our fears. That's why exposure therapy can be done gradually, with the help of a mental health professional. Gradual exposure means that you start with something that elicits minimal fear, and then you move on to something that's slightly scarier, and so forth until you reach your goal, which is the thing that you fear the most. For example, if you're afraid of snakes, you might start by looking at a picture of a snake, then holding a toy snake, then touching a real snake. Gradual exposure is also called systematic desensitization, because it helps you become less sensitive to your fear. Gradual exposure can also be combined with relaxation techniques to help you feel more comfortable and less anxious. These can include things like breathing deeply, listening to soothing music, tensing and relaxing your muscles, or imagining a peaceful place. Relaxation techniques can help you calm your body and your mind, and make exposure therapy easier. Exposure therapy can be very effective, but it takes time and practice as your brain and body adjust. You have to be willing to face your fears and do it repeatedly until you feel better. But each instance of exposure is another opportunity to reduce your sensitivity to that feared situation. Be patient and don't give up. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Interested in learning about a few other quick techniques to manage anxiety? Then check out this video here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.